Now, the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies at the Cape Coast Technical University, Professor Kwamina Bafweje, has called on the government to establish a dedicated research fund for institutions to conduct impactful research. He noted that research funding in Ghana remained low, with institutions receiving little support from the GET Fund for over 15 years. Speaking at the first postgraduate conference of the Cape Coast Technical University, he cited Nigeria's Tertiary Education Fund as an example of a structured initiative that supports research in higher education. Abigail Nkrumah has more in this report.
The first postgraduate research conference organized by the Cape Coast Technical University School of Graduate Studies and Research was on the theme Impacts of Applied Research on National Development. Speaking in an interview, the Dean of the CCTU School of Graduate Studies and Research, Surveyor Professor Ipiin Gnankob, mentioned that Ghana's GDP against funds allocated for research purposes is 0.38%, a low number as compared to those of other African countries.
What we have also observed that in Ghana, research funding is very low, and we are calling on the government to make sure that we have a research fund that will be dedicated for research institutions, for them to carry out this research effectively, and that will be more impactful. When you go to Nigeria like this, they have a fund called the TED Fund, which is tertiary fund that support tertiary education in research as well. Unlike ours, where we have the GET Fund, where every sector of the educational ladder feed on that, you might not get more support from the university. For more than 15 years now, we have not been getting the support from GET Fund.
One of the speakers at the conference, a lecturer from the University of Cape Coast, Professor Peter Obeng, advised graduate students to focus more on skills development.
We come to school all right, but after you have earned the certificate, what do you have to show? You are a postgraduate student, you've graduated, you should be able to undertake scientific inquiry, you should be able to, communicate through scientific writing or even technical reporting. Most of them are in applied sciences, engineering and other places. We would want to see that beyond your education, beyond your master's degree, you really can undertake some task in the field that somebody who hasn't had his master's can do.
The president of the University of Cape Coast Graduate Students Association, Robert Ipiin Gnankob, reiterated the need for the government, industry players and academic institutions to drive research and dedicate funding for postgraduate research, especially in technical institutions.
Despite these efforts, what we, the postgraduate students, are thinking is that the industry, government, and our institutions at whole should make some concerted efforts to drive research and pay more attention to postgraduate research, especially the announcement from the government of Ghana to set up a national research fund. This is a great initiative, which we are thinking that government should dedicate more effort and funding to technical research. The most institutions that drive research changes and innovation are technical institutions. So the National Research Fund should go more into the technical education where they can conduct applied research, innovative research that will drive the growth of this economy.
From CCTU, Abigail Nkrumah reports.